brace yourself. The dope sauce are coming. Hey, what's up, Groganites? Thanks once again for tuning in and hanging out with your nerdy friend. It's Bree, aka Nerdy, and today it's Lane Sauce Dope Sauce. Let's go. Alright, so the first pick is from trippyhappyfemale. Yep, that's what it. Look, it's right there. I told you, it's right there. Anyway, so is it Lane Sauce or is it dope sauce? I like how you have like the secondary motion when you draw pictures, guys. If you if you're new to art, showing like those just two little tick lines show either movement of the hand or movement of the face or like an expression that's supposed to happen. And I like how you incorporate that in there, like when he's sitting on the chair and he's in this like little pose and his hand has that little action line next to it with the bubbles kind of fizzling out like he's either shaking it or something. I like that. I also like how you're showing all these different ranges of emotion, from happy to kind of like whatever, to kind of curious, happy, thinking of what he might be building next. I love that whole like mystery of it, but at the same time telling the story. Like I said, I really enjoy pictures that kind of tell a story in each image. So I think this one is obviously, it's a dope sauce, people. It's dope as shit. All right, this next piece is from chucklewaffle. I'm gonna mess that up, bro. I already know. I'm gonna destroy it. I'm not even gonna try. From that guy, right? See this right here? That's who it's from. All right, so this piece, Lane Sauce or dope sauce. This is obviously gonna be dope sauce. Just brace yourself. The dope sauce are coming. Dope sauce. Why? I like because you're telling one. You're not really telling the story, but you're showing like there's a moment happening right there, and at the same time you have this cool foreground element with this tentacle holding, like, I'm gonna assume like is a pearl or some type of mystery stone, maybe like a dark pearl. I'm guessing a pearl because the octopus tentacles, if you guys didn't notice that. I love how you have the color and all this extra movement going on in the background, like this sense of like smoke or probably a sand, might be at the bottom of the ocean, maybe like that sand curling up in the water, and this like little stairwell that's going in the back. I love that. I like how you have also a sense of movement going around her hand and like this power, this energy surging around it, and her hair is like being absorbed through the energy, so it's flowing up, you know. Not Super Saiyan like, but overall I like it. The color scheme is awesome. I love how you have like your main subject, how she's lit up from this light above, and her element, you know, like she's on a background. The background's not really super dark, but it's dark enough to make her pop out. So I like that contrast that you have going out there, and the subtle highlights that you have beaming from off of her head onto her tentacles that are actually like all over, and even into that one tentacle that's in the foreground holding the pearl, as it shows like the reflection of what's going on around it. Like that, there's a lot of attention to detail on that one. So this sea witch, I think it's dope sauce. I mess with this picture. Yes. I told you, people, dope sauce is coming. This is a dope sauce picture. Brijaku? Is that how you say that? I don't know. I'm gonna assume the goddess. This is the name. The name of this one is the goddess, right? So why is this dope sauce? This is dope sauce to me because I love like those subtle inklings of detail, right? Like, I love how it seems like it could be like graffiti art in a sense, and at the same time probably like old, you know, it's kind of like contemporary in a little bit. I just now noticed that this is probably supposed to be a statue because I'm looking at it now, and so this is obviously set in like a forest, and if you look on her hand, it looks like there's a little dude holding something on his hand, so it's a bigger picture than what it actually is. I just now noticed that, so this is definitely dope because it's like, it's showing you like, man, this is not, you think this is just a one picture, but if you look deeper into the details, you see that there's like a little person on the hand holding like another little person. I think it's like a puppet or something. I love that. I think that's so cool. I think that's ingenious of you. I love the colors, like of the grass, so you hint that this is probably like grass, moss, you know, that it's been there for a while, so this statue, whatever it is, it's been there for a while, and then everything is just kind of built around it, and you're hinting at like the elements of life behind it with these little trees speckled in the background. Like, I love that. I think this is great composition. It tells a lot. It has a lot of movement. Your eye moves around the page a lot, and that's why this one is obviously a dope sauce picture. Alright, sorelengines. I told you I should just stop trying to pronounce names. You know, this is the creator's name right here, right there. That's their name. The Princess from Beyond. This is what this is called. Looking at this, there's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of action. Your eye obviously gets caught to the subject. Her hand is just like her arm out. I love the anatomy of the from the hand, from the palm all the way up to the arm. It's just that elbow piece that's throwing me off. That's the only one part I would critique this thing about. It's just that one little piece that's throwing me off. Whenever I like draw a picture, if you ever draw a picture, always make sure to like look at yourself. You're gonna look like an idiot, but if you're doing it in the mirror, if you're doing it at home, even the greatest Disney artists that like they teach us at our school, and I go to Full Sail, so they teach us that we learn from Disney artists. They'll get up and animate themselves doing these moments so they can actually feel how their anatomy is in this moment. So she's going like this, and you got this hand right here. You know, you would actually see that other shoulder just a little bit, and it would be kind of at a weird angle. So if anything, you probably loop her hair down, and then you would have her hand actually would be right about where you have it, probably just drop down just a little bit more. I love that. I like how you blurred out her movement of her blue cape on the backs. I think that's awesome. I would, you know what, I would even push it a little bit further. Maybe make a little bit more background to her, like make it a little bit darker. Throw like even just like some trees or something back there, like very like defocused, just obviously that they're there, so it shows more like an environment. And even if you were doing this, like maybe she cut and then it's one of those like old school animes where they show the bright light in the background, throw some god rays in there, you know, beating down, make it look very, you know, superimposed, you know, like she's already in that stance. Like jazz it up even more, throw some light beams on there. That'll make this pretty bad A. But all in all, this is a dope sauce picture. Alright, so this one is by Jellybean828. I can pronounce that one, yeah. Doctor Who. You know what? Obviously, when you look at it, you know who it is. So, I'll give you that. The only reason I'm gonna give this one the lame sauce, only because I know that you can do better. Because you obviously have an eye for the anatomy. That's why all these characters look like the characters. And you have an eye for color, like you're putting the base down. Like I'm assuming that this is actually part of a color layer. Because if you guys have ever seen art, usually some artists will start off with the stencil, which is just the outline of the drawing, and then they'll throw down this layer, which I call the color layer, and it's pretty much the blobs of the basic underlying colors, and then they go over top of that, and that's how you get the realism of the picture through layering action of the colors. You know, that's how that works, if you guys don't know how that works. So, you know, this one you're obviously laying down where your shadows are, where your highlights are, where the natural skin tones are coming through. And I love that. You can obviously tell each actor who they are. They don't all look the same. They look all different, so that's awesome. The police in the background, let's fix that up a little bit. And the box, and that, like I said, this is the only reason I call this one lame sauce just for right now is because she has another piece. Well, Jellybean has another piece, I should say. And Jellybean's other piece is that one. This one's awesome. I love this one. And that's why I'm like, I know you can do better because I've seen this one. Like, I don't just crap on people. I actually go research your page and your channel. And you're putting stuff like this out. Like, I love this. Obviously, if you ever look at any of my drawings, I do a lot of black and white drawings. So I see what you did here. You obviously have great sense of anatomy and how to build. You don't mind doing facial features. You don't mind getting to human faces. A lot of people actually like try to shy away from that because getting human like face movements is hard. It's annoying and it's really time consuming. And if it doesn't look right, like even the most untrained artist can tell that that's not right. But you got it down. So I feel you just go back and touch up the Doctor Who one. It'll be awesome. I'll give this Keith Urban, that's a dope sauce, but the Doctor Who, I'm gonna give that one a lame sauce. So, you know, I can't make it through this Deviant art critique without having at least one crap picture. This is one. I don't know why you put this one up. The twerk is real. 3 Lame Studio. The twerk is real in this one. You're putting in that movement. I just now noticed there's like a little patch of red behind the hair. Behind the hair, right? So it matches the red shirt. So I'm not sure if they're like twerking with their hand up, like hey, and you just didn't draw the hand. Because if so, that makes that just a little bit more fun. Like this is funny. If I'm basing it off of funny, it's dope. If I'm basing it off artistic skill, it's lame as shit. But for funny, that's funny. I'll admit, it's kind of funny. Like that. This looks like one of those pictures that you would see that you know, it's clicking like, oh yeah, click this survey and see who you really are at the very end. And you click to the very end, and then this picture will pop up. And they'd be like, this is who you are, you know, and then you'd be like, ma, you mofos, you got me. Yeah, this is what this picture is to me. It's a lame sauce. So guys, I hope you liked the show. I hope you want to see more. I don't know. Let me know. Like, leave a comment down below if you liked it, didn't like it. If you have other artists that you know that you want me to just go over and critique their work, please send me a link to their channel or send me a link to their Deviant art and I'll review it. I'm also going to start branching out. I think I'm going to do a couple pieces from ArtStation. If you're artist and you're new, if you're a junior artist, go check out ArtStation if you want to become a serious artist later on in your life, because ArtStation is where the professional is supposed to work, and also people that are in college and, you know, just want to do it as their profession. You will see the quality of work that is out there that you have to reach and achieve. So do yourself a favor, go check it out, see what's out there. But with all that said, thanks guys once again for tuning in and hanging out with your nerdy friend. If you like what you see and you would like to come party with me, or if you just enjoyed the show, hit the little red subscribe button down below. Let me know. And as always, people, stay true to yourself. Love what you do. And above all, stay nerdy, people. I'll see you next week. Woo!